Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will visit the Chancellor Mansion on Thursday, September 7, according to The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers recap, and he'll complain to Abby Newman Abbott, Melissa Ordway, about the ambiguous language in Diane Jenkins Abbott's, Susan Walters, post-nuptial agreement. Billy will contend that if Diane divorces Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, she may still walk away with a sizable portion of Javad. Billy will want to draft a bylaw prohibiting Diane from serving on the board for at least 10 years in order to eliminate the threat. Billy will nag Abby for her vote since he wants a majority, but she will argue that she's changed her attitude toward Diane recently because she worries he'll start another fight. Billy will learn through Abby that Diane saved Ashley Abbott's, Eileen Davidson, life, but he won't be really impressed. Abby will urge Billy to count her out, despite his repeated attempts to persuade her to join him and defend Javad. Jack will warn Diane about Billy's potential trouble at the Abbott home. In fact, Jack will make a hint that if he must let Billy go, Diane will need to step up and assist him. Diane won't believe it will come to that, but if it does, she'll advise Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, to return to Javad and take Billy's place. Jack will argue that Kyle made the decision to quit the family business, but he will have faith in Kyle that he will always be on their side and watch out for his mother. At the Newman Ranch, Kyle will support Audra Charles, Zulika Silver, by lying to Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, about their romantic relationship being over. Even though Kyle will resist Nikki's pressure to reconcile with Summer Newman Abbott, Allison Lanier, he will insist on it and ask Nikki to fire him if necessary. Although Nikki will opt to let Kyle stay on staff at Newman Media and accept his decision to get married, she won't yet be aware of what job he should take. In spite of this, Nikki has promised to fire both of them if she learns Audra and Kyle are once again having an inappropriate relationship. Nikki will receive assurance from Kyle that there won't be a problem. Audra will update Nate about Nikki's ultimatum at Society while feigning haste in putting Kyle in the rearview mirror. After stating that her career comes first, Audra will later say she doesn't want to risk her job for a brief relationship. Nate will still want Audra to affirm that she would act appropriately around Kyle lest she harm his reputation. Nikki will walk in and hear that final statement, but Audra will hide and pretend that Nate only wants her to keep performing at her best for Newman Media. Audra will smile and tell Nikki it was an inside joke after Kyle texts her to meet up for lemonade at the park. Kyle will then run into Abby on Thursday's I&R episode and lash out at her when she tries to inquire about his marital problems. Kyle will claim he was being held back by Summer and that he likes not having to answer to anyone. Kyle will buy some lemonades at Crimson Lights and run into Billy. Kyle will caution Billy not to antagonize his mother once he discovers Billy has problems with Diane. Abby will contact Jack at Jabba once more, but she won't want to wake him up. Even so, Abby will feel compelled to inform Jack about the unsettling conversation she just had with Kyle, who might be headed down a dangerous path due to the fact that it is concerning. When Diane appears, she will appear worried about Jack's phone call. As a suspicious Nate watches nearby, Audra will text Kyle from the park to let him know she's waiting for her lemonade. After joining Audra and giving her drink, Kyle will imply that they are simply two innocent coworkers meeting together. As long as they agree to act appropriately whenever they are in public, Audra will learn about Kyle's rendezvous with Nikki. Audra will be left alone as Jack contacts Kyle to ask him to the Abbott home for a crucial meeting. After spying on her, Nate will approach her and mention that he had a sense she was lying to him. Now that he has proof, Nate will complain about Audra lying to Nikki, as well and caution her against doing so. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Nate will be concerned that Audra will blow everything up. Tune in to find out if his worry comes true. Make CDL your go-to place for the most recent Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates.